What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan. I'm BMAX45, and we're coming at you with another video. We have another meta deck discussion. We have the last regionals of May. This was the PlayTCG in-person regionals, and we have some results, some new results. We have some cool new decks that have made tops in this format. So, new things to look at. And we just want to see how the format is changing. We looked at a lot of the other regionals, the Europe one, Oceania, and Latin America. Looked at all those last week, and we finally have another North America regionals that we can kind of look at and see what's going on with the meta. Is there any changes? Is there any, things that are popping up in North America that aren't really popping up in those other places? And we do have some cool things today that we're going to talk about. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the PlayTCG Mesquite regionals. Again, thank you to Eggman Events as always for posting these. These are great articles and just really easy to look at, read, and understand. So we always love that the Eggman does these. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. All right, well, let's get into it here. You got our breakdown here. Obviously, you can see that Digimon taking a huge chunk of the pie. 6 Digimon. That's over a quarter. Almost half. Had 3 Royal Knights. Royal Knights the next biggest one. 2 hero decks. 1 adventure. That's really, really cool. Adventure got a top. 1 green, blue Imperial. 1 Lord Nightmon. That's cool. 1 Virus Imperial, and 1 Galaxy. So we have Galaxy making a top again. And the top deck was Adventure. So this is really cool here. We're going to get into it. We're going to look at what this Adventure deck had to offer here. So if you're like wondering about an Adventure deck, and we're getting more Adventure support in EX9, so could this deck get better? Potentially, yeah. So the Digi-Egg obviously to play looks like the Sudamon. You got your whole bunch of your level 3s, pretty much playing, maxing out on your Biomons and mostly your Gomamons, was also playing Palmons and Tentomons. And then Togemon and Bergermon for the level 4s with also playing a Godamon, so that's cool. And then your BT21 cards, you're playing Skull Gray, Metal Gray, and then playing Zudo, Lily, and Mega Caboterimon as well from the decks, from the starter decks. He's playing Metal Gurumon Ace and playing one of the Wargreymon Ace. That's kind of cool. Arcourage United, and then for Tamers, you're playing Tai. You're playing the Secret Tai. You need at least 2 copies of that, and then pretty much like 2 to 3 copies of all the other Tamers from the decks. So it's an interesting build. I would love to try this out because I would love to try Adventure. I wanted to try Adventure out because it's an interesting kind of concept there that obviously does have a lot of synergy. So that's really, really cool. So it gives you guys some ideas of what to do, for a competitive Adventure deck. Lord Nightmon X actually got 2nd place. This is kind of cool. It's the purple base. So basically, it's like Leviathan. It basically is Leviathan with Lord Nightmon X-Antibody. Which was a deck that did quite good when it first came out, and that got dropped off the map. So kind of cool to see this one get another top. But we kind of know that this is a good deck. So I mean, the engine is your stack is your power in this. The monsters have a lot of power, but at the same time your stack has a lot of power. So it's good too. Red Purple Imperial The Virus Imperials is probably pretty similar. A lot. I see everyone playing one Stingmon. It's kind of interesting. Playing less of these guys. One each of these guys. I don't know what the consistency. I mean, the retaliation is probably really nice. But yeah. And then yeah, Wormmon. Same kind of, always just these guys being your main level 3s. Same kind of layout for level 5s. And same, yeah. And then the Mist Memory Boost, Purple Memory Boost. Purple Scramble, that's cool. So similar build pretty much most of the time. We have our first Digimon coming in 4th. And it's pretty similar build. This one doesn't run any of the EX 3 Grammon. It just goes straight for the 4 and 4. Not running any Medieval Galmon either. So maxing out on Grab Crush. That's very interesting. But other than that, again, very, very similar. Kind of like the 3 analog. I kind of feel like 3 analog would be okay. It's all preference, right? Some people don't even play analog in that deck. And then the Royal Knight deck that got top, again, it's pretty much similar. Playing Leopardmon, so that's kind of cool. Playing more of that Omekamon. Seeing people play more of the Gankumon now, because before it seemed like they weren't playing the Gankumon because they'd rather just play this from hand, not have to put it under the, under your Drazel stack. So I see a lot more Gankumon, seeing like 2 to 3 Gankumon in decks compared to like when it first started. I consistently just saw 1, so it's kind of interesting that way too. But the core of the deck is usually always the same here. Like you're running like 4 of these, 4 of these, 3 of these. Well, this guy's only running 3, but usually 4, and then all these at 4. So the core of the deck pretty much just stays the same. Hero is making another thing, and again, yeah, it's mostly just like a mashup of all the hero monsters and a little bit of the Link stuff, so it's kind of cool. Fire Rocket, that's cool. And then like I mash up a lot of the Tamers too, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, we've already seen like the top versions of those. Galaxy. Well, take a look at Blue Green Imperial. Pretty standard stuff. Seems like, yeah, pretty similar, pretty standard stuff. And then lastly, we'll take a look at the Galaxy, because it's like, how's Galaxy playing? Yeah, pretty similar, because I think it was playing the Invisimon the last time it topped, so. And then playing the Gallant X, and of course Omnimon X-Antibody. So yeah, same kind of deck again. This deck is actually pretty skill based. You gotta know how to use all the effects and combo really well. So it doesn't surprise me that someone who's really good at that could take this and still top in the current meta. So that's, yeah. It's kind of interesting though with this is that the Royal Knights deck is super expensive. You're talking like $500 to $1,000 to go with this deck, even like, and if you want max rarity it. Whereas like the adventure deck is like $100 tops, and it took first place. So definitely kind of funny thing where the Royal Knights get beat out by adventure, because it just really makes the game a lot more affordable when you think about it, because you don't have to play, this huge expensive a deck, and even Digimon is pretty cheap in its own right. So there. But yeah, that is the North American regionals for PlayTCG. There's 371 players, 9 rounds. Looks like it was a fun day. I would have loved to do that. I'm very happy that I'll have 2 online regionals this month, so that'll be really nice, and we'll be able to actually provide you with some battle reports for once, as well as, we'll do probably more meta deck discussions about the tournaments that I'm going to be in. So that's really nice. And still not sure what we're going to play, but we're going to try and have a really fun time. So hopefully that goes well. And telling you guys think about this change up in the meta, adventure making a its entry into the meta. We're seeing more hero decks. Digimon still decimating, so I mean that's cool too. So just let me know your guys' thoughts about all that, and tell me what you guys think about this. And looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day. And that's all for now, folks.